Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Art of Man's Life. My name is Ali. So the official modular of 2022, the Boutique Hotel, which is the 15th anniversary, 15-year celebration of the modular buildings, was just wonderful. I had such great fun buying it. I actually bought it straight away on New Year's Day from the Lego store in person. I think it was just great just to get out of the house, to be honest. But I mean, even though it looks fantastic as it is, I still think it can have some modifications to it, and so I spent some time deciding and thinking of how I could modify this for my city and to where it is at the moment, which is in the Art Nouveau district. So I wanted to show you a quick video of what I've done so far on how I've not improved or more like how I've enhanced it, shall we say, for my taste. And I hope it may give you some inspiration on how if you want to modify it and what you can do, and to give you an idea of how you can do it yourself. Okay, so let's get into it. The first obvious modification was to increase the number of floors of the hotel, and that's exactly what I did. So that's the first massive obvious change that you can see. But before I get to that, I mean, the first thing I did from the existing model was to turn around the profile bricks, the masonry bricks, to show the masonry pattern as opposed to the lines. I was never a fan of showing the lines. It didn't fit for me, so I did that as I was building it across. And I think a lot of people had a problem with the palm tree, and this was my son's idea. He goes, "Hey, just put this in." And I came home one day and he swapped it out and put this little Christmas tree, and I think that even works quite well. We might change that and have a better shrub or something like this, but the existing palm tree just didn't work. We might just slot that at the back end of the building as a little feature in there, so we don't waste the parts. But yeah, I think even with that slight change, I think we got this from a Harry Potter set, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That worked quite well. Onto the new floor that we did. You know, it was hard to get the right color scheme. It all depended on what bricks I had spare. So I had a lot of plentiful of this dark azure or dark blue color of the brick, and I had a bunch of the gold parts as well, and I thought that formed a really nice contrast, so I worked it out and used those. I mean, for the windows, we didn't have any of these pieces in here, and so, but I did have a bunch of arch pieces. Unfortunately, they're a little bit of a different color, but I think that's still okay. It still works, I think. You guys let me know. Maybe I could find arch color, the same arch in the same color as the dark blue, to have it matching a little bit. But I think the beige adds a little bit of contrast to it, and utilizing the texture of these parts that I had in the spare collection really add to it as well. But you guys let me know. And then underneath, I tried to add a little bit more texture by utilizing these parts that I managed to found in my spare parts collection, just to give it something to come out with. And then similarly on this side, I didn't have these candlesticks ones, but I had a bunch of these other candlesticks, I would have thought, pieces, so that worked quite well. And this window piece, the arch one that was like this, I didn't have it in brown, but I had it in white, and I got that from the Lego Friends and Via's house, I think. So that worked out quite well to have that. As soon as I saw that I wanted to create a new one, I knew I was going to get it from that set. So the same pattern follows all the way around to this side as well. A couple of window pieces I need to fill in there, but ultimately I think if you look at it from a distance, it adds a nice contrast to it. So you've got the skin flesh, a dark color, and it fits quite well with the sand green color as well. On the top, you'll notice, I hated the snakes I'm sorry, I have a big fear of snakes, so it was really it was really difficult for me to build that. So I wanted to change that straight away. So I found these parts, and I ordered a few more, just to fulfill the whole perimeter of the roof. And I think it looks great. I mean, it looks fancy, and at the end of the day, this is the Grand Boutique Hotel, and it's meant to be fancy. So having the gold on top going around, I think works really well, and I think it looks better than the original in my view. But you guys tell me on there. One other thing to one other little hack that I had to do for this kind of fence, I didn't have all of these parts, but I did have a spare batarang, so that's kind of what I used here for the this balcony fence, to give it that kind of protective nature. I'm not sure if it's fully protective, but I thought that's a pretty cool touch. You know, my son loves to play with me and play with my fears. So when I came back one day, he took all the snake pieces and he just dotted them around the building, hoping I wouldn't notice. I did notice, and it scared me, but I'm leaving them in here because he's the one who's going to take them out. As for the interiors, I haven't got round to doing that. I think the idea is to make this another kind of studio luxury premium room. Because remember, I've only got 4 keys in the reception, so this one here will be a bit more modernized. Compared to the old school style of the rest of the rooms. So I'm looking forward to doing the interiors from there, and when I've done that, I'll get a new video out to show you that. But I hope that gives you some inspiration on how you can improve this already excellent modular to begin with. And I think a lot of people are saying that it was a little bit short, it needed an extra floor. And to be fair, following the instructions in the same way, it's just about color scheme, what you want for it, and the parts are available quite easily. So let me know what you think, any other suggestions, and how we can improve this. I mean, I really, when I think about this area here, I see a lot of empty space, and I was thinking of extending it so it is utilizing the full section. And maybe have another doorway at the back. I don't know, there's a little small touches that we can do. Obviously this front area I want to with this tree I want to improve a little bit more, but and then the interiors. So hope that helps you guys, and I'll catch you for the next one. All right, take care. Ciao, peace and love.